Hope you're doing well. Listen, we've had a lot going on in this week. This will be airing a week later, but we've had an invasion in Iran. There's been much going on. Just want to take a moment and put two thoughts together. They, at first, will not seem to be correlated in any way, but in many ways they are. There's a poem. It's by John Donne. You've heard it many times, I'm sure. It's called "For Whom the Bell Tolls, No Man is an Island, entire of itself. Each is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. If a clod be washed away by the sea, Europe is the less," he said. As well as if a promontory were, as well as if a manor of thine own, or of thine friends were. Each man's death diminishes me, for I am involved in mankind, and therefore sin not to know for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. What he's pointing out is our connectedness. That's one of the unique things that God has entrusted to all of us, that as human beings, we're all connected. We can say, well, I'm not part of this particular region of the world, but yet we're all connected. And what happens to one in many ways, and certainly in God's economy, relates to all of us. That's why when one suffers in the body of Christ, we all suffer. Or one rejoices, we all rejoice in 1 Corinthians 12. There's this commonality that we share in the body of Christ. It becomes more real to us. But I also think of this verse in Proverbs chapter 24. It's one that I've used many times. It speaks to me when I come to situations like this. We're certainly thankful that those people that have tried to do harm to other people are being justly punished, I guess you could say. But there's another side to this. And that other side is it says, do not rejoice when your enemy falls, in verse 17 there of Proverbs 24. Do not let your heart be glad when he stumbles, lest the Lord see it and be displeased, and he turns away his anger from him. Look, justice is done, I think, from all of us with any kind of an understanding of humanity, should be done with a tear in our eye. A life is of great value. And if one is diminished, we're all diminished. We need to be praying for the people of that nation, that God will move, that he'll protect the innocent, that he'll defend those that are being unjustly treated. And at the same time, Lord, that he would be merciful, that people would come to know his mercy. On the other side of this, and this is where you'll wonder how this connects, it connects to me, and I think to others in our church. This is the year celebration. This is the 4th of March, where we have lost a very dear friend, Pastor Paul Wheelock. And as a result of that, I think all of us can identify we're a little diminished. Now, I think when we lose someone, there's a little part of us that goes with that person, certainly in hope and faith. For us as believers, we don't live without hope in 1 Thessalonians 4:13, but a little part of us goes. I don't know how many times I look at something in this building. I'm looking around at my bookshelves and many other aspects of my office. They all have his fingerprint on them. Everything pretty much that we could look at in this building has his fingerprint. He was just that person. I'm often reminded of how many times we would just enjoy friendly conversation, just talking. And I was always amazed at how he knew how to do things that others, it was so hard for others and so easy for him. He was just that guy. And yeah, I feel a little diminished not having him here. And you can imagine, as for those that are closer, when two hearts have been knit together, all the more so. More of us is diminished. It's a time where we should be praying and just praying for Esther and lifting her up. I'm sure it's been quite a transition, losing someone that your heart was knit to in such a way. Bone of your bone, flesh of your flesh. Anyway, when we look at the world around us, let's look at it with no matter what's happening, realizing that we're all related to these things. And if it is as it is now in Iran, let's look at it with a tear in our eye. And if it is as it is with our dear friend Esther and her beloved up in heaven, Paul, there's a part of us that looks in hope. There's also a part of us that remembers and misses, because no man is an island entire of itself. We're each a part of each other. I guess you could say it, one big continent, one little clod, and it diminishes me in some way. Just a thought. Hope you have a blessed day.